What's up, hoops heads and lovers of a good old-fashioned media dust-up? Welcome back to the channel where we dissect the NBA's biggest storylines. And today, we're diving deep into the ongoing saga between two titans of the game. Albeit in very different arenas, LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith. This isn't just about basketball plays anymore, it's a clash of personalities. A battle for narrative control. And according to the article we're breaking down, LeBron might be finding himself on the wrong end of this particular scoreboard. Let's really get into the nuances of this fascinating feud. So, LeBron James. We all know the resume. 4-time NBA champion. 4-time MVP. The league's all-time leading scorer. A global icon. He's used to dominating on the court, controlling the narrative, and generally being the biggest story in the room. But when it comes to his ongoing tiff with Stephen A. Smith, the undisputed heavyweight champion of hockey takes over at ESPN. The dynamics seem to shift. The article we're looking at argues that LeBron is getting whomped in this battle. And that's a pretty strong statement. To understand why, we need to look at the context of their current beef and really dig into the perspectives of both individuals. Let's start with LeBron. Here's a guy who has been under the microscope since he was a teenager. He's navigated the intense scrutiny of the media for 2 decades. And for the most part, he's done a remarkable job of controlling his image and message. He's fiercely protective of his family. And it's understandable that he would take issue with comments made about his son, Bronny, especially as Bronny navigates his own journey into the NBA world. LeBron's confrontation with Stephen A. likely stemmed from that protective instinct, a father wanting to shield his child from what he perceived as unfair criticism. However, the article suggests that this approach might be outdated in today's media landscape. Now, let's pivot to the world of Stephen A. Smith. He's not just a commentator, he's an institution at ESPN. He's built a massive platform on delivering strong, often polarizing opinions, and he's not afraid to say what's on his mind, sometimes in a very dramatic fashion. His style isn't for everyone, but there's no denying his influence and the size of his audience. The article cleverly compares his opinionated nature to the ocean being damp, highlighting the sheer volume and unwavering conviction with which he delivers his takes. When LeBron confronted him publicly, he essentially walked into Stephen A.'s arena, a place where generating buzz and sparking debate is the name of the game. In that environment, LeBron's attempt to silence or control the narrative might have inadvertently backfired, giving Stephen A. more fuel for his fire. This whole situation also shines a light on the ever-evolving relationship between athletes and the media. In the pre-social media era, athletes often relied on traditional media outlets to disseminate information and control their image. But the rise of platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and even athlete-owned media companies has given athletes a direct line to their fans. Bypassing traditional gatekeepers, LeBron himself has been a pioneer in this space, using his platform to speak directly to his audience and control his own narrative. So, why engage in a public feud with someone like Stephen A. Smith? Perhaps it's a recognition of the continued influence of traditional media. Or maybe it's a strategic decision to address what he perceives as harmful or unfair commentary on a large platform. The article also astutely points out the self-perpetuating nature of these media spats in the age of social media. A comment is made, a response is issued, and then the cycle continues, amplified by fan reactions and the constant demand for fresh content. LeBron even seemed aware of this when he discussed the incident on Pat McAfee's show, knowing that his words would likely just give Stephen A. more material. It's a never-ending loop that can sometimes feel more like entertainment than actual insightful discussion. We, as viewers, often get caught in the middle, scrolling through endless tweets and hot takes, trying to make sense of it all. Let's inject a bit of humor into this. Can you imagine the internal memos flying around ESPN after LeBron's initial confrontation? Maybe they were popping champagne bottles, knowing the ratings were about to skyrocket. Or perhaps LeBron's PR team was having an emergency meeting, trying to figure out the best way to de-escalate the situation. It's all speculation, of course. But it's fun to imagine the behind-the-scenes dynamics at play when two such prominent figures clash publicly. Ultimately, The back and forth between LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith highlights the complex and sometimes contentious relationship between athletes and the media in the modern era. It raises questions about the responsibility of commentators, the sensitivity of athletes, and the role that public opinion plays in shaping these narratives. Is Stephen A. just doing his job, providing commentary and analysis, even if it's sometimes critical? Is LeBron justified in defending his family and pushing back against perceived negativity? There's no easy answer, and it likely depends on your own perspective and who you're rooting for in this media showdown. So, who do you think is ultimately winning this battle for public opinion? Is LeBron's attempt to defend his son resonating with fans? Or is Stephen A.'s ability to generate headlines and dominate the news cycle giving him the edge? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more in-depth sports analysis, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the ongoing drama in the NBA world. We'll catch you in the next one. What's up, basketball fans? Today, we're diving into some juicy sound bites from LeBron James's recent appearance on The Pat McAfee Show. King James didn't hold back, and this video is serving up all the highlights. First up, the GOAT debate. As this video reminds us, LeBron has always shown immense respect for Michael Jordan. He even wore number 23 as a tribute. But apparently, these two legends aren't exactly hitting up each other's birthday parties. LeBron thinks that will change once he retires, joking that MJ is too competitive right now and doesn't want to talk to him while he's still playing and his name is constantly mentioned alongside Jordan's. Then, things got a little spicy. This video highlights LeBron's hilarious take on ESPN's Brian Windhorst, who has covered LeBron since high school. LeBron playfully mocked Windhorst, calling him his best **ing friend, with a clear tone of sarcasm, adding that these reporters are just weird. Shots fired. But the drama didn't stop there. As this video points out, LeBron also addressed his recent on-court chat with Stephen A. Smith. Apparently, LeBron was upset about how Smith had been talking about his son, Bronny. LeBron said Smith missed the entire point of their conversation and even joked about how excited Smith would be that LeBron was talking about their feud on TV. You know Stephen A. is loving this. This video also touches on LeBron's thoughts on the trade that brought Luka Doncic to the Lakers. While he acknowledged it must have been a shock for Luka, LeBron reiterated that Luka needs to be himself for the Lakers to reach their full potential. Finally, this video reminds us that LeBron even took a jab at older NBA players who doubt he could excel in previous eras, confidently stating, "Come on, I would be able to play in any era." And with his record-breaking career, it's hard to argue with that. So, what do you think about LeBron's candid interview? Were you surprised by anything he said? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more NBA news and LeBron updates.